What is up, everybody? Confused Pair here for Zebrafrog Gaming with just some Portal gameplay that I recorded earlier. And that's not really what I'm going to talk about. That sounds really cliche, but it's not. So today I thought I'd talk about my personal gaming history. Just sort of like all the games that I've played and what got me into the gaming and what games I play now mostly. So here we go. Anyway, back when I was a young tyke, my parents, I don't know why they did, but they got me a PlayStation 1, the original gray box. I'll put a picture. But that thing saw some serious playtime. You can see me here waiting for GLaDOS to stop talking. So the first game that I had gotten on my PlayStation was this hoverboard racing game. It was called Streak Hoverboarding, and I actually still have it, even though I don't have my PlayStation 1 anymore. And that was a very, very hard game. I think mostly because I had never played games before, and I didn't know how to play it, like at all. Zero. And so I just basically failed at that for a long time, and then my cousin came over and he said, "Look what I got. I got this really cool skateboarding game." And it was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. That was just so much fun. We played 2-player on that just for hours and hours, and it was a very, very good time. And that sort of led up to me purchasing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, which was basically the same thing. Almost exactly the same, but it was still pretty fun. And we played the crap out of that too. And then during all of this, I lived on my old neighborhood. My friend, he had an N64, and he had Super Smash Brothers on that. And all the neighborhood kids, we'd all get together and we'd all play Super Smash Brothers on his N64 with his basement with the green carpet. And I still remember the green carpet because we'd always spill chips in it every time. Every time. Man, it was ridiculous. But so we played Super Smash Brothers on that. I still remember that. And then one fateful day in I'd say, I don't know, sometime around when the PlayStation 2 came out, my parents, they bought one for me just because of how much I loved the PlayStation 1. And they got me, what did they get? They got me Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, on there. And I thought that was the funnest game I'd ever played, just because it was so much better graphically than the PlayStation 1, and it was like, wow, this is the future. So, played the crap out of that. I didn't ever beat it, actually. I didn't beat it until about a year ago, when I went back to all my games and beat them. But I'll get onto that later. So I got up to like the last, I think I was on the yellow energy, whatever they're called, shaman, I don't know. You know, old green stuff, and he had his yellow and red and blue buddies. But I was on yellow or red, whichever came third. And I was stuck there, and I never beat that until much later. And then I finally convinced my parents when I found out about Jak 2. I convinced them after ages and ages, because there was Jak holding a gun on the cover, and they thought that was inappropriate. So I convinced them finally to get it, and played the crap out of that. Once again, didn't beat it because I was still a complete noob at games in general. I just sucked. So I played that for a very long time. I'd say about halfway through the game, and then I just got to this sewer level that I could not beat, no matter how hard I tried, and I just couldn't do it. And then Jack 3 came out, and I bought it the day it came out, I think. It was amazing. That was the first game that I ever played fully through to the end and had the best time doing it. And that's what I did. I think at one point, when I first got the game, I had to go to baseball, and I didn't want to, but I still did. So when I got home, I played from 0% complete to 40% complete in one sitting. I have no idea how long it took. It just took a long, long time. And then I was over at my friend's house. We were playing Ratchet and Clank, and I thought it was amazing. So I went out and bought Ratchet and Clank. Deadlocked, I think. And I played that. That was the second game that I played through to the end. That was a fun game. And I think I just played it the other day, and I'm on like my 16th run through of it. Then came Battlefront. Now Battlefront was different because I don't think I ever actually played the campaign. It was just me and one of my friends, and we just would play just missions. I have no idea, like Galactic Conquest, I think it was, or something like that. And I remember because we would always have to go upstairs to the computer and write down all the cheat codes, and then we'd always lose the list, so we'd have to do it every time we wanted to play it. That was great. And then came Pirates of the Caribbean. I bought that on PlayStation. Another friend and me, we played it until beaten. We'd beaten absolutely everything perfectly. Even like the challenge missions. Gotten every special sword and pretty much everything. And then in 2006 or 2007, I can't remember when the Wii came out. But I saw a commercial for the Wii, and I was like, oh my god, I need to buy that. So I did. And it was super expensive when it first came out. And after a few months, of course, everybody was like, wow, this thing's a piece of garbage. And I was no different. So when I first got it, I got Super Mario Galaxy. Played that thing like crazy. Played it through entirely to the end, every star. And I did the same with Galaxy 2. With that's been recently with my sister. Then Wii Sports, of course, that just came with the console. And Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I got that, and I thought that was the best game ever. So I played the crap out of that. Played Mario Kart when it came out. Played Need for Speed Undercover. That was my sort of racing game phase. Played a lot of that. And then, one fateful day, 2 years ago, I asked for an Xbox for Christmas, and I got it. And my parents got me Gears of War 2 and Grand Theft Auto 4 for it. Oh man, big mistake. Now I'm doing this, obviously. Not a mistake, but you get what I mean. I've played a lot of Xbox in the last 2 years. And Gears 3, when it comes out, I'm going to play even more Xbox. What else do I have? I bought Modern Warfare 2, and that's how I got into Call of Duty. I had no idea what it was. I was a complete noob. I went like 2-20 every game for 6 months. So I still haven't, my KD still hasn't recovered, even though I go +2 every game. Or, you get what I mean? 2 times positive. My KD still hasn't recovered. It's at 0.75. Anyway. And then I got Portal 2, beat that got Brink, I beat that, and then I got this computer. And I have Borderlands, Minecraft, Portal on here. You're seeing Portal from my Mac right now. And that's where I am. I didn't cover handheld gaming devices, and I'll cover that next week in a video. Like all my Game Boys and stuff. But anyway, this is almost finished. One thing before you go, the gameplay's ending right now. One more thing, I know I went over my time, but I'll cover handhelds next week, probably. But high school, for me, is starting soon. Like as in tomorrow, soon. So I'm going to have to change the video schedule a little bit to compensate for the workload that I'm going to be getting. So what's going to happen is Borderlands will stay on the weekends. That's not going to change. Minecraft is going to change to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'll upload a commentary on a Tuesday or a Thursday if I feel like it. Anyway, thanks for watching.